Sorry. Mr. McBride, Mr. Schmick, Ms. Turner, family, faculty, fellow students. It's an incredible honor to stand before you today and speak on behalf of my class. It is hard to find the words to express how we feel at this moment, this strange mix of sadness in parting, pride in accomplishment, and excitement at the prospect of entering a new world. The title valedictorian is derived from the Latin roots vale, goodbye, and dicere, to say. So I will just keep it simple and say goodbye. First, I will say goodbye to Gilman. In a couple of weeks, when we come back on campus, we will be visitors. We will no longer be students, which for me is a troubling thought. True, we will be alumni, and everyone here will make us feel welcome, but things will never be the same. I have loved my time here. For better or for worse, I cannot describe accurately how Gilman makes me feel, but I would be remiss if I did not take this chance to celebrate those people who make Gilman a wonderful place. First, of course, my teachers. We've all gotten a top-notch education from Gilman, though what I may cherish most are some of the more useless pearls of wisdom they have graciously shared with me. For instance, without Mr. Beespies, I would have no idea what a semantic ambiguity is. Thanks to Mr. Lauer, I still know that an electron weighs 9.11 times 10 to the negative 31 kilograms. And Miss Williams imparted upon me the most invaluable knowledge that you simply cannot sit on a beach ball. Thank you, Miss Williams. Each of you has dedicated your professional career for our sake. I know you probably could have made a lot more money in some other profession, but instead you chose to come here every day to help us, to inspire us, and to push us forward to a future full of opportunity. Thanks. Today marks the last day at Gilman for Mr. Grimes, who has taught Gilman students for 49 years, almost half a century. Today also marks the completion of the 38th and penultimate year that Mr. Schmick will have worked at Gilman. Thank you for your friendship, your kindness, and your wise leadership. Mr. Grimes and Mr. Schmick have taught us, by their own example, what it means to be men of honor. This is a lesson worth carrying forever. We owe so much to you all. Next, I'll say goodbye to my classmates. I've been told several times that the class of 2012 is a special class, a class to be remembered. I would completely agree. Again, however, it is difficult to say why. I could point to our academic successes, various athletic championships, artistic accomplishments, or high rates of admission to top colleges. Could even point to the record high attendance and incredible performances at coffee houses, plays, and musicals, the scores of standing ovations given to our senior speakers, or the incredible support shown by our fans for all our teams. But I still do not think that does our class justice. Instead, I would like to share with you my memories of our last day of classes. In addition to being an extremely talented class, we were also an extremely handsome class, as you can see. That day, we all came in dressed to the nines in coat, tie, and Bermuda shorts. We went to assembly, chanted and cheered, paid tribute to our fearless leader, Alec Tarantino, and witnessed the unveiling of the world's greatest yearbook, Cynosure 2012. There were actual tears shed among us that day. We went to lunch together and ate our last flick cheesesteak, smiling. But the real magic happened later that day, after school. Realizing that we would never attend another class at Gilman, we gathered again to celebrate and to lament. Some of our elected officials began to offer up toasts, using bubbly water, of course. To the class of 2012, to our 4 years here, to our last day, to the end. And at one point, they shook up their bottles and poured them all over us, as if popping champagne in celebration. And we danced, all of us together. The leader of the Indian Students Association, captains of the lacrosse team, the president of chess club, football stars, artists, musicians, members of Traveling Men and Getting Into Treble, poets, rappers, writers, actors, scholars, everyone. It was the most fun I've ever had on a Wednesday, and I think the whole night was indicative of what we have achieved. We have become a class united. We are a class of friends. To you younger students, you have all this to look forward to. Today, it is appropriate to think about how you will lead the school next year. What will you be proud of when you have reached this day? Which of you will step up to lead? Who will be the next Andrew Harris, filling the entire student body with more spirit than William Wallace? Who will be the next Matt Schlurf, with the sharpest wit and the ability to make people laugh after every assembly? Who will be the next Ryan Ripken, already drafted by the Orioles? I wish you all the best of luck. Finally, I will say goodbye to my family, to my home, and to the life I have known for the past 18 years. I know I'll be hanging around all summer, and I'll be back during various vacations, but things will never be the same. Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to Gilman. I hope I have made it clear how important it has been to me. To the parents of my classmates, I thank you for doing the same, for creating this special community in which we've grown up. I hope we've all made you proud. Baltimore will always be our hometown, but we are about to enter a very different world, a tumultuous world, a world where, in 50 years, the cost of healthcare will be higher than the median income. A world that may lose a quarter of its species by the year 2050. A world in which 50% of adults in the United States read below an 8th grade level. As has been said, we are an incredibly talented class. We have the ability to effect serious change. Today, it is appropriate to reflect on what we have been given and to begin to think about what we owe. This ceremony is both a graduation and a commencement. It is time to say goodbye to our school, to our home, and to each other. It is also time to begin to prepare for what is to come. So I will say, to and on behalf of the class of 2012, Awe Atque Wale, hail and farewell. Thank you.